you knew before they experienced that deep loss. And that's okay. What's important is that you remember that, one, everyone grieves differently. As long as they're not self-destructive or detrimental or hurting someone else outside of themselves, then the way that they grieve is not wrong. It's just how they are grieving. 2, let God guide you in how you are to console and be there for that person that's grieving. I am different from my aunt. There's times when I look at her and I can see she is no longer my Aunt Edie that I knew and I loved. But she's still my aunt. I still love her. But we are still hurting. It is still new to us. And I know that I'm going to have my good days and my bad days. But with that, just let us grieve. Let God lead you, because I know that when I'm with her, it's different than I'm with my sisters. It's different from when I'm with my uncle, my stepdad, my grandparents. And it's okay that they cry, and it's okay that they hurt, and it's okay that I do. But also just remind us it's okay that we live. It's not ruining their memory, and it's not a disgrace or disrespectful. It's rejoicing in their lives and their impact in our lives. And be there for them. Be God with arms to them. God is ultimately our comfort. And so if you let Him lead you in how to help someone who's grieving, then you can be Jesus with arms. You can impart words of wisdom to them. You can use Lamentations 3:32. I understand that not everyone in my family reads the Bible like I do or has as close a relationship to God as I do, but I do know this. I am able to still be a witness in my grief to my family. I've been able to talk more about God since my mom passed away than I ever was with her alive. And it stinks that that's the case. But I've talked to my mom. I've talked to Granny, my mom's mom, about God and about heaven. And she actually came up to me and said, Erin, do you really think that there's a heaven? My grandmother is now 82 years old. And just this past June, I was able to talk to her about God. And without failing, I said, yes, Granny, I do believe that there's a heaven. And something that my family has not talked about is the fact that when Mommy was in the hospital, we did not tell her that she was going to pass away. There's no point in that. We just loved on her. We rubbed her hands and her feet. We told her that we loved her. She opened her eyes and said, I love you. I love you. Thank you for coming. And it was just a beautiful time. And at times she was incoherent because of the pain relievers, the pain medicines that she was on. But she said very clearly, no, 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 no. And then she took a labored breath and she said, okay. And then I prayed, because it was in that moment that I knew, and I know that I know that I know that there's God, and I know He exists. But it was that moment that I knew that Mommy knew Him. And whether it was an angel or the Holy Spirit talking to her saying, Vicky, it's your time. We need you now. And her putting up that last bit of fight and then being okay with it. I know that God is here. I know that He loves us. And I know that I will experience grief again in my lifetime. And I know that I will not be the same person after that grief as I am now, as I was before Mommy. But I know the one that comforts. And you can be the person that shows the one that comforts to your neighbors, to your friends, to your family. So remember, be there for them. Don't assume that they're going to grieve the way that you grieved. And let God lead you in how you help them. Thank you very much. I pray that God blesses you and is with you.